I kind of fanboyed out about it during one of my streams, but it's kind of really cool to remember Shikamaru as like that lazy kid who just wanted to look at clouds and didn't really care about being a shinobi, to just having one of the best character arcs in the entire franchise, and then to see him end up as the Hokage. Like it's like when
That's
you
lit, bro.
think about it, like it's insane how
Mm-hmm.
how much respect and reverence they seem to have for this character, even though he's not like one of the main ones. He literally just stole the show towards the end of Boruto Part One from Naruto and Sasuke. It's absolutely insane, and I love it. So I'm
Yeah,
happy for him.
He's not one of the
he
main
actually
characters
did.
or one of the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool to see because he, among like all the adults, we always relied on Naruto and Sasuke,
Yeah.
and once they got nerfed and written out of the story, Shikamaru stepped up at the end of part one.
He
Like we
really
saw
did,
him
bro.
making, he started making those plans with the whole cohabitation with Ada and Damon. He
Mhm.
purposely put them together with Boruto and Kawaki as a fake ploy, as for all of them to be in one area so they can monitor all four of them at once. You know, that's a big brain
Right.
shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Even with
That's facts.
luring Code into the room with Amato and then bringing out Delta because he knew that Code had his claw mark on him. That's smart as hell too.
Yeah,
Yo, he
bro.
fooled the
He got
readers, bro.
moved.
He had the readers thinking he was an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
He did. Bro,
Dojo
So
IQ,
bro
bro.
had some boss moves. To me, I think he to me he became the unofficial official Hokage when Naruto is like he was begging Naruto to hop back in battle after Boruto's death, and Naruto just couldn't bring himself to do what
Yeah,
he needed to do. And to
facts.
me, when like that's when I was like, and then everything else that followed from there, because at that point, people are like, okay, who's gonna die? They say that the Ojin can die. Who's gonna blah blah blah, right? And then from there, everybody was like, okay, well, Shikamaru can die. But then I was like, well, nobody cares about Shikamaru. He hasn't done shit yet. Like the new gen of readers or watchers don't care. And then they just went on this run with this dude. So to me, in that like code arc, um, when Naruto just couldn't be the Hokage, in my opinion, and do his job, that's when Shikamaru officially took the not officially, unofficially, officially took it from Naruto to me. Um,
yeah,
but with that, sorry, one more thing, I will say there's a negative for me though. For him, he's very smart, big brained. I don't know why he trusts Ada's word so much. That just annoys me to no end. He literally has people assigned to her to kill her if need be, while also taking her word. It's like eyewitness testimony for why Boruto killed whatever. It seems like he would question that a little bit more, and that's not linked to omnipotence and it trying to like recorrect his mind or whatever. That's something completely and fundamentally different. It could be it's something about the charm, which will be the only thing, charm, omnipotence, whatever, lower form of it. But to me, I feel like Shikamaru has resisted the charm ability specifically in the past. Maybe Ada has augmented her charm ability. I don't know. But the fact that in chapter 1 of Two Blue Vortex, Konohamaru is like, oh, and we have like eyewitness testimony from Ada. I'm like, how reliable is that though? I don't, because she's lying. She's literally lying. So like, I think he would think about that. But yeah,
true. My thing is, I think right now Kawaki is basically seen as Boruto, and we even from this chapter we see that version Boruto of Kawaki essentially taking a bunch of orders from Shikamaru, basically being a ninja. And I'm guessing Ada over the past 3 years possibly did the same thing, possibly gained a lot of respect within the actual within the actual Hidden Leaf Village, and same thing with the Hokage Shikamaru. And because Ada is probably going to be beside Kawaki so much, and because Shikamaru probably needs Kawaki a lot, he probably over time, like that bond probably grew a lot, and to where he now actually does trust Ada. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the future Ada actually does become a good guy, quote unquote, and actually does start to join the Hidden Leaf Village
She's
and
a
actually
female.
become. Well, did I say he? My bad. But I wouldn't be surprised if she
Yeah.
actually does join the Hidden Leaf Village and become an actual proper shinobi, possibly even a join in the future. Do we rule out Hokage? But I just don't necessarily think
yes,
that she has.
yes, we do. We ruled that out. That's sourdough. Yeah,
Definitely
we were
rule
talking
that
about.
out. Yo,
My
but
bad.
oh my bad. Go ahead, Bar. My bad. I ain't even cut you off.
No, I was just about to end it by saying I definitely don't necessarily. I don't necessarily see her having an actual grudge against the Hidden Leaf Village to where she needs to continue on with some sort of beef, so she has to deceive everyone. I think she could definitely become a good guy.
Well,
Uh,
I feel you on that, but my only contention with that is that he still has Sumire and Ada on her, ready to kill her. So
Yeah.
That's why I
to-
think it's a ploy, bro. I think that he's
I-
acting like he trusts her. Oh, did I? My bad.
No,
yeah,
no, you that right there is definitely a possibility, but I possibly counter that by saying there are possibly people on watch for Naruto. If he got out of hand, they possibly assassinate him. But still, most of the Hokages did actually trust him. I think Ada, smartly from Shikamaru, isn't to be trusted 1,000%, and she could possibly switch up because she's not born and bred in the Hidden Leaf Village. So Shikamaru's probably always gonna have that like trump card in his back pocket. You know, even from Naruto Part 1, they said all the strong shinobis, all of them have a trump card. I'm guessing this is Shikamaru's.
it just seems like to me he went from like one radical, like not I wouldn't say one radical state. He went from a reasonable state to like one radical one. Like he went from like very skeptical of her, to instantly just like utilizing her and just believing what she's saying. And we can argue like percentages, like does he 100% believe her? Obviously not. I think that's confirmed. He still has Sumire and Sarada on her to assassinate her at any given moment. But I think if we're talking about the death of the Hokage, and not only that, your friend Naruto Uzumaki, and like what Sarada has been trying to describe to him all this time, and so on and so forth, I'll exclude Sarada's little portion because that's omnipotence, the Shinjutsu version of it. But I think there's enough there for him to like not buy into what she's saying and to question her specifically a little bit more. And that to me seems to be a little odd.
I agree with that, but I would kind of counter that by saying he might not fully be like all the way bought in. Like for example, even though there is a kill on sight order on Boruto, like his orders after Boruto came into the Hidden Leaf Fields was just to monitor his movements, not actually kill him.
Yeah, I think that was just done out of practicality. I mentioned this on one of my streams, but the timing was super convenient. As far as he knows, there shouldn't be any excuse me. As far as he knows, there shouldn't be any relation or correlation or whatever between Code and Boruto. So when Code attacks and then Boruto all of a sudden shows up, well, that kind of like hits an alarm. It should in his mind. So like, what's happening? Something's happening. What's going on? He even says this in the chapter. Why now, of all times? So I think killing Boruto is not a strategic move. Getting data from Boruto, observing him, and like he said, importantly, find out what he wants. That's getting data. I think he's trying to collect data. I think if he finds that out, he'll reinvoke the kill order like that, in my opinion. But that's just how I read it, though.
Yeah, that's possible. That's well, but just to I know free game. Matter of fact, free game. You want to talk? Because I got a question that could possibly spiral.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say that Shikamaru is an Osuski. That's why he's not affected by Ada's.
Bro, something, bro.
Yeah, that's out of pocket. Well, I was just about to ask.
I'm asking you two questions after you finish. But
yeah, I was quickly. Is the Shikamaru Death Watch officially over, or did it go up a bit because he's
hell no?
He got revved up.
Here's the thing,
Hell
like,
yeah,
here's the thing with Code's character. I mean, with Code's character right now, even though he was affected by omnipotence, he still wants to destroy the Hidden Leaf Village. That's why he's still building that 10,000 army, right? And if you guys remember earlier in part 1, after Code got duped by Shikamaru, where Delta folded him, before Code dipped, he did tell Shikamaru, like, yo, I'm going to put you on my hit list. You're up next. So he is looking to actually kill Shikamaru since he did help out. I would say help out, but he did try to stop Code from obtaining his goal. So that being said, Shikamaru is definitely on pack watch, and I mean, some of you guys have brought up that Shikamaru. People were saying that he may die. I genuinely think that he's going to be packed up. I wouldn't say soon, but there's going to be a point where he will, because right now Code, I feel like with Code's character, he's such a fraud, man. This Mickey Mouse as villain, they gotta do something with him. It's true though, he sucks. I think he's ass, but there's a reason why he still exists within the story, and that he's gonna spin the block, he's gonna get his get back, and he's gonna have to catch some bodies.
Bro,
he can't kill Naruto.
Sound like King Von.
he can't kill Naruto. He's sealed away. Sasuke, I think Sasuke is surviving somehow, but that's pure copium for me. I think Shikamaru is gonna get packed up among that hit list, right? So yeah, Shikamaru is definitely up for death, but I don't think it will happen anytime soon. We have to see what happens between this battle between Boruto, Kawaki, and Code, which is gonna lead up to many interesting things to talk about for the future.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to happen. I think it's going to happen by Amato. By the way, where is that brother? I don't know.
Oh my god, I forgot about him.
They locked him in the closet and forgot, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, I think it's going to come from somebody like Amato who's just going to stab. I think it's going to be simple too, just like shank that boy and he's gone. But I think Shikamaru, if that doesn't happen, I think he's going to die in a pretty. Either it's going to be like a whodunit type of thing, Amato, or it's going to be like something really big and spectacular. Maybe not like a big bang or a big fight, but just something really dope. He goes out, makes a sacrifice. I think they've done his character just historically from the entire start to finish fantastic. And I think if they kill him, the end will be fantastic as well. Fitting of Shikamaru Naru, one of the best characters in the franchise, for sure.
A fitting death for Hokage.
Yeah, I get sad thinking about it, bro. His last words got to be, "That was a drag."
Our life was a drag.
No, for real though, that has to be his last words.
Or some shit.
That should be so cold, bro. Like,
imagine he pulls out the chess piece or whatever, if he gets it.
Yeah,
or some shit. I don't know.
He just lying there thinking about his whole life and like
flashback to Asuma or some shit.
Yeah, maybe it's like the inverse. He's like, I guess it wasn't such a drag after all, huh, Asuma? He just like dies.
Or maybe when he dies, like Asuma reaches out from heaven, like how Rin did to Obito
and his dad. Oh man,
Asuma reaches down with a cigarette.
That'd be
hard. That'd be hard.
That'd be so fire, bro. But the fact that you would cry, the fact that Bar said it's sad, is the reason I think he about to go, because it will be impactful now. Everybody will care.
That's facts. Yeah, because Bar said it. Now everybody's impacted.